France's capital of chocolate is the city of Lyon. It has the greatest concentration of master chocolate makers whose recipes compete to attract food lovers. One of the best-known names is that of a family business. Philippe Bernachon inherited this chocolate factory from his grandfather. All the machines still date from that time. In Philippe's mind, you can't be a true master chocolate maker without overseeing production from A to Z.
The beans were my granddad's choice. He wanted to make his chocolate from scratch. So he contacted an importer and said, "I want the best beans in the world for my chocolate." So we have beans from Madagascar, Venezuela, Mexico, Colombia, Peru, lots from Latin America. I fell into the chocolate pot when I was a kid. I used to stroll around in here, tasting and smelling things.
In the chocolate world, appearance is almost as important as taste. Willy Ferrier sculpts with a chisel and mallet.
I'm doing a sculpture with a block weighing about 130 kilos. It's not as hard as stone, so it can break off in big strips. So I have to be careful not to slip up.
The sculpture gradually takes shape under Willy's chisel.
A sculpture like this takes me about 60 hours.
In this other Lyon chocolate factory, Philippe Du Cruz is head of manufacturing. His raw material isn't cocoa beans, but huge slabs of chocolate.
Here, the chocolate is crystallized. It's melted down in these vats at 40 degrees Celsius, then left to cool, so we can work it at around 30 degrees.
The house specialty is old-fashioned praline. A mixture of hazelnuts and sugar ground down to a powder of 30 microns. So fine that the palate can no longer sense the grain of the powder. It simply melts in the mouth.
Then we add the cocoa butter and chocolate to these old machines called conches. There are very few of these machines left. Now we must let time do its work, so our praline will conch for 18 hours.
This company's production is sold in its 30 stores. On the production line, employees are even allowed to have the occasional taste.
What do they like?
Excellent. Top quality.
Adds a bit of atmosphere to the workplace.
Yeah. It's good that it's not forbidden. We're even encouraged to taste them. It's our quality control.
Philippe Bernachon reveals his house specialty.
For our Palais d'Or, we make a ganache with Isigny cream, so there's a 45% fat content. These chocolates have a shelf life of 1 month, and they're all handmade.
The technique seems simple enough, but you need perfect execution to make each chocolate.
It involves a lot of technique. I have 35 years of experience, but one thing is for sure, you can't make them after just 2 days.
Yeah, it seems easy.
But it still takes technique.
Yes, because if you lift it too high, you can see the ganache. And too low, they have caps on, which aren't attractive.
With Willy's chiseling, the statue is starting to appear.
I have it imprinted in my mind. Really imprinted. I know exactly where I'm going with this.
The craftsman loves working chocolate in all its forms.
Chocolate making is the ultimate art. Being able to make chocolate from cocoa beans is the most important thing. That's the true art of chocolate. This is just fun. I'm just having fun here.
The sculptor's work is finished, and the result is staggering. Master Yoda himself. Whether dark, milk, or white, sculpted, filled, or in bars, French chocolate makers try to outdo each other's imagination to tickle our taste buds.